Hey, Sergeant Slaughter. I like that Nemesis. No! No! Well, let's see if the Nemesis Immortal is any good. Dang it, Sergeant. I really like that toy. Hey, welcome back to Toy Foolery, and today we are checking out the Nemesis Immortal from G.I. Joe's Classified. I'm so excited about this toy. I love the Nemesis character. I loved him in the G.I. Joe movie. That movie was very traumatizing. I wonder if Hasbro, did Hasbro have the rights to G.I. Joe back then? Probably. I wonder if they had to do about face after they killed Optimus Prime, and then they were like, yeah, we're not going to kill Duke in this one, because that would have been dope. But that's besides the point. Before we get into this, I need you guys to hit the like button, subscribe, join the full force, and let's see if this box is better than your mom's. This box better than the box he was held in. On the front, we get this clear window, and we get to see Nemesis with his wings open. We get to see almost everything that's in the box, so that's cool. We get this Cobra logo, and the outside of the box is really, really cool. If you look, it has all these cool designs all around it. You get some artwork of Nemesis Immortal on the side, looking like menacing. On the back, we get some cool artwork. We get Cobra Commander stuck in some kind of clamshell. I do not remember that scene from the movie, and I don't follow the comics, so I don't know. They show you some of the other accessories in the box, and I just love the design of this box. It's so much effort, you can see, just put into how this box looks. Even though that is the same photo on the side, the rest of the design of the box makes it stand out, and it does have some shelf appeal versus the other G.I. Joe boxes. I wish that this had the same box that you got with Dr. Mindbender and with Serpentor. Not necessarily a sleeve, but kind of that same feel to it, because I really do love those boxes. I understand this is from the comic and not necessarily from the cartoon or the original comic back in the 80s, but I would have appreciated that kind of box. But I'm gonna get off this rant. Let's crack this thing open and find out. Oh, what's in the box? In the box, we get Nemesis Immortal. We get his bat wings kind of thing. We get these tentacles coming out his back. We get a Nemesis Immortal head with bone protrusions going all the way back his head to the back of his head like a mohawk. And then we get two fists, and we get the two swords that I have in his sheath. And Mills wouldn't have shot you for this. This is actually a really good set of accessories for this toy, so I'm not mad at that. This toy is super cool. Hopefully it's worth the money, but let's check out the design on this guy and see. Yeah, let's check out the design on this guy. Yeah, in the movie, this was more of just like a jumpsuit with multiple colors, and he had dragon wings on his back to kind of make him look menacing, but he wasn't like this. This is actually a really cool looking toy. I love the detail that they put into his legs, just his armor in general. It gives it more of a kind of biomechanical kind of feel versus just armor. So it looks like it's part of him versus him putting it on, where you can see the separation between his leg and the sheaths for his sword. So that's really cool. Let's get up close and personal and check out the detail, especially in the chest area and his face. So here we have Immortus up close and personal. And as you can see, I love the detail in the face. The detail that goes into his body looks really good. Like I said before, it looks like biomechanical armor versus it being just plain armor. You see the bone protrusions from his shoulder. They look phenomenal, as well as the bone protrusions from his forearm, elbow area. And then the armor in his legs, and then he has dragon feet. That looks really good. Then look at the back, and we have the same kind of effect on, and look at the back, we have the same kind of effect on his body. Once again, purple with some biomechanical parts that look like they're part of his body grown out armor versus it just being a purple suit, as well as the ridges in his boot. Now, my only complaint from design is that the bat wings on this thing actually look like bat wings with some spider and some other influences versus it looking like dragon wings that we saw, or like the gargoyle wings that we saw with the cartoon. And this is probably the wings for Nemesis Immortal from the comic, but I prefer the dragon wings. Is what I like. And the way, even though this looks super cool and creepy, the dragon wings seem more practical than what this is. Anyway, let's see if this guy can squat. Can this guy squat? Meh. The range on his arm is limited. They have a peg here that's actually impinging his shoulder from going all the way up, so he can't T-pose. His neck can go up that high. It can barely go down. He can do a 360, but that doesn't help us any. It does have an extra movement in the lower neck, but you can't actually do anything with it. It helps. It helps the sculpt look a little bit cooler as he's moving. That's nice. Double jointed elbow, upper bicep swivel. He has a ball in his upper and lower torso, but the lower torso is really limited, so you're only going to really do a swivel with it. You might get a little bit of bend, but not much. No thigh cut, double jointed knee, and a ball in the foot so that he can swing back and forth and swivel. This is a okay moving toy. He can't squat because his shoulders are messed up. He doesn't have a thigh cut, so he's not going to get a superhero landing. But he looks cool, and once again, some big figures you don't expect the superhero landing, but big figures with wings absolutely expect superhero landing because that's what superheroes do. They jump down, they land, they look cool. Even villains. Let's talk money.
$50, good Lord, $50, that's a lot of money. Now what do I get for that?
Nemesis Immortal is going for 120, 90 to 120 on the aftermarket. It was originally $35. $35 is absolutely a great price for this toy. At $95, 90 to 120, absolutely not worth it. Unless you have Serpentor and Dr. Mindbender and you missed out on this toy, I wouldn't do it. And if you're going to collect those two and this, then sure, you probably have the money to throw away, but I personally would not have done it. I went out and got this day one when it was on pre-order on Hasbro Pulse because I did not want to pay aftermarket prices. I have Serpentor, I have Dr. Mindbender. Hopefully they do a re-release either of just this toy or a movie accurate toy where you don't have all the bone protrusions, and hopefully they fix the neck so he can actually look up while he flies, maybe dragon wings. I'll be down for that one. Anyway, guys, let's wrap this up and get you out of here. Let's wrap up Nemesis Immortal from G.I. Joe Classified. For the box, I do love the box. It's just one of those rare cases that I wish the box was more like the Serpentor or Dr. Mindbender, but it's still a good box. As for the design, he looks really good, but I really wish it was Nemesis Enforcer from the G.I. Joe movie. So, boo. But it's still a good design. Can this thing squat? No, and it's really weird design choices that make it really bad movement on this toy, which makes me sad. Makes me very, very sad. And as for price, if you got it at the original $35 on Hasbro Pulse, great price. The aftermarket prices, boo. And for my final score, I'm giving Nemesis Immortal a 6 out of 8. The ability to move is hindered greatly by design choices, and I really don't like the wings. I don't like the choice set for Nemesis Immortal. I really would have preferred Nemesis Enforcer. So no knocking against the toy. Pretty good toy, just those things. That's it for me, guys. I'll catch you in the next toy review. Peace.